Welcome to the 3 Point Show. My name's Michael, your host with the most. I'm coming with all the flavour for the week. Right, today we have MK with us.
Yes.
Hello. Our sports analyst, our NBA insider. You know how we go. So, naturally, everyone's a prisoner of the moment. We always feel like what we've seen recently is the best thing ever. We compare it to the greatest. Having said that, this is my opinion. We've never seen anything like what Harden's been doing.
Well, we have seen it. We have seen it before, but just not in a while. But yeah,
I don't think. Let me get out the numbers.
Kobe.
Because I had to do some research on this.
Kobe, one word, Kobe.
Not Kobe. Kobe averaged
40 points for a month, I believe.
You know, in the last five games,
average 35 a season. What was that? 07?
The last 5 games, James Harden is averaging 49, 9 and 7. You just named the scoring that Kobe has. No doubt he's a GOAT. He's an iconic figure.
Yeah.
But we ain't seen this. Is he your MVP right now?
Do you know what? Until like a week ago, I was a prisoner at the moment. At first, I was like, yeah, when it was 10 games in a row, I was like, yeah, he's the MVP. Then after, I switched back to Giannis for a second because I was thinking, he's done this since the start of the season, and he's been consistent. Yeah, he hasn't put up the same gaudy numbers as Harden, but then let me answer the question. I would say now, after how long's Harden's run been? Like 15 or so games, yeah. No CP3.
No.
I would say Harden's the MVP at the moment. Like, there's no disputing it. If you keep this up, yeah, then by all means, Harden is going to win back-to-back MVP. But with me, like, he's won it once. That's not what I want to see from Harden, to be honest with you. If I'm being all honest.
This guy is dropping 40-something points at night, and you're saying you don't want to see that from
him. He has the ball. His usage rate is through the roof. He's doing what needs to be done, and it's all great. I love watching it, but Harden now, he's won an MVP already before. Like, this is gonna be his second time doing it. He needs to prove himself. He needs to do what he hasn't done, and that's prove himself in the postseason.
Bingo! That's what they always do.
That's what he needs to do. Like, it's all great. Like I said, I'm giving him the credit where it's due. He's MVP at the moment, but yeah, he dropped.
So basically, he dropped 48 last night. Obviously, he might not have got that because if Lonzo Ball was playing, clamps. Obviously, he went down with injury second quarter, but. If he's doing, we'll talk about Lonzo, but we already know how I feel about him. But the thing is with Harden, everyone always says, "Oh, doing the postseason." He's doing it. He's scoring 20. No. He's scoring 20. He's scoring 20.
When in the postseason did he do it?
Except for Game 7 last year, he was killing it. He was alright.
He was okay, but
what?
He was expected to get to the conference finals. No, any less. They had the best record in the West. What if he went out earlier? It would have been before last season. He hadn't showed up. And last season he didn't have CP3 in the Game 7. That was his time to. What was he from 3?
It's like 11. 3 from 11 or 3
3 from. It was like 3 from 19. 3 for 19 or something. Like, that's not getting it done. Against Golden State, that's not getting it done.
Can I? And I have to say something. We all know the rules change in the postseason. He doesn't get the calls that he normally gets. He doesn't get
his tricks. That's my point. His tricks don't work. It's all good in that working during the thing. During the postseason, his tricks don't work.
You're a hater.
They let them play.
You are a hater.
The refs let them play, and let things go on. Like, there's not swiping across. Like, his tricks don't work. It's just because it's Harden he gets away with it, and we all know his tricks. I'm not being Harden again. We all know his tricks because when Steph Curry tried to do the same Harden step back and he got called for a travel,
he didn't do it right.
Like, he didn't do it right. He's not a master of the trick. James Harden knows how to do the trick.
Kyrie knows how to do the trick.
And when Kyrie done it, what exactly did you after? He pointed back at James Harden.
Oh, you pointed back.
Exactly.
He's an iconic player. Let me tell you something about James Harden.
Let's cool down. Using the word iconic.
Even though he's iconic. The beard is iconic.
Using the word iconic.
Let me tell you something about James Harden. And people are going to say, oh, he doesn't do it in the postseason. Cool. Now, I think he's at the top of his game. We thought last year, oh, he's been amazing. I think he's been in the final 3 in MVP for the last 3 seasons or 4 seasons or so.
4 seasons, yeah, 4 seasons.
So he's been doing it.
This is a full season.
But what I'm gonna say is, what I expect in the next postseason, what is gonna happen, and I'll tell you this for free. Any guard he comes against is gonna get cooked. He's gonna do pat.
That's Harden.
Step back, free.
That's
in your
Harden,
eye.
man. That's Harden.
No, that's free. No,
that's Harden.
What I'm saying.
I'm not disputing. I'm not disputing. He's a great player. I'm not disputing. But like you said, he's been in the top 3 in MVP voting for the last, if you include this season, last 4 seasons now. So when this isn't a surprise for me. Like 3 seasons ago, I might be sitting here, oh yeah, Harden, well, but this isn't a surprise for me what he's doing right now. He is great. I'm not trying to take anything away from him. He's great, but bro, like, you have to understand. Now you've proven what such a great player you are. You've proven the scorer you are. You've proven you could carry a team. Okay, prove to us now that you can win a championship. When it was KD doing all of this, KD been averaging 20 since his rookie season. Everyone knows he's a great player. Everyone knows he's a scorer. Everyone knows he's probably the second best player in the league. But what was the thing? Because we know the
not second.
Let's
not
digress. Let's not digress.
Okay,
Let's not digress.
Okay.
Let's not digress because we'll get into it. You know this. But yeah. It was oh yeah, KD, where's the ring? Cool, OKC went to the finals, LeBron gentleman sweep them. Cool, that was expected, but it's been where's the rings? Until he dribbled down the lane and pulled up in LeBron's face. Everyone was saying where's the rings?
It's easy to do that when you have
on God,
Steph and Clay.
Fair enough, but he's still done it.
Anyway, let's not even talk about Harden, because we also have someone else out in the East that's not only is he doing his thing, but I don't think he gets the respect.
By the way, because we've got kind of got off topic, yeah. So Harden is my MVP at the moment. By the way, I just believe we're just getting onto the postseason and stuff like that now.
Yeah,
Harden is my MVP at the moment.
Personally, MVP was for regular season. Everyone wants.
Yeah, it is. Okay. So that's why I've agreed.
So the last things you were saying didn't make sense.
No, but you wanted to start.
Because you're talking about the postseason.
You wanted to start arguing.
But the postseason and the regular season are 2 different things.
Okay, Harden is MVP at the moment.
There we go.
Who's your MVP at the moment? Harden.
I don't know.
Who?
That's LeBron.
Oh, man.
That's LeBron.
So you want to get at me for you don't even have Harden as an MVP? No. LeBron hasn't played like the last 8 games or something.
Yeah. No, he hasn't played the last 11, I think it was.
Okay.
They're 7 and 5. No. Last 12, they're 7 and 5. They were 4th when he played. As soon as he got injured, I think they're 8th, 9th now.
Yeah.
Teetering on the playoff.
Back down to earth where they'll probably finish.
Yeah. But you take Harden off, they're alright. You take Giannis off, okay, maybe Giannis is team up.
You can't say that. You can't say that because you can't say that. That's another reason. That's a counterpoint. This is another reason why Harden's actually my MVP at the moment. Why I did have to switch back to Harden. Yes. Harden on this run he's been on, he's done all of this without CP3. Before CP3 went down, they were like 12th in the West.
Yep.
They were 12th in the West. Yep. CP3 went out. Harden's gone on this crazy run, and now they're 4th.
They're 4th.
Where they should be.
Yep. Yep.
So this is why Harden has to be the MVP. It's not just empty stats.
Really?
This is why I'm giving Harden the MVP at the moment.
Who was the MVP last year?
Harden.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. You just said, look at the cast he has around him.
Yeah.
Is that the cast that he has now better than the Cavaliers team last year?
Of course.
So why wasn't LeBron James an MVP last year? There we go.
Listen.
Anyway, on the last point, I done cooked him.
You're copping out.
Cooked him.
You're copping out. Shall I tell you why you're copping out? Because since 2006-7, LeBron could be MVP every single season.
Yeah. So why isn't he? Why are we doing this?
MVP every single. I'm not trying to sit here and tell you LeBron when LeBron's not playing, he's not the most valuable player. We all know LeBron. We all know what it is. LeBron could be MVP every single season. So to just say, oh yeah, LeBron, that's a cop out to me.
No, it's not a cop out. Let me tell you why it's not a cop out. The reason why it has to, for me, the reason it has to be.
And like you said, LeBron went down. What's their record?
7 and 5.
7 and 5. So they won 7, lost 5 games.
No, sorry.
They haven't.
5 and 7.
5 and 7. That's what I thought. Because
they lost to the Cavs and the Knicks. Oh my goodness! You're gonna tell me? You know what?
If LeBron was there, they wouldn't.
They wouldn't have lost to who?
But let me tell you this. Let's say let's say Houston Rockets.
Last point.
Let's say it was the other way around. And CP3 went. CP3 was there, and Harden went down. The Rockets would not make it from 12th to 4th. I'll give you that facts now.
Wait, say that again.
If it was Harden that went down instead of CP3, the Rockets wouldn't be 4th right now.
Do you know what I'm gonna start doing? Because you do this. You've done it to me for years. I'm gonna put like a hot take around anything you say. But I don't know. I think we're gonna have to disagree. I think honourable mention goes to Giannis.
No, Giannis is definitely.
Kawhi is doing his thing out there as a free agent.
LeBron's doing his thing.
Crazy.
Who else?
That I think for me, that's the top 3. Is a lock. I mean, Boogie coming back. I don't know.
Steph has been going off, man.
Steph been going off.
Steph as well, man.
But we all know. Don't want Golden State is going to win the MVP.
Yeah, man. I don't see why though, but yeah.
Well, I see why. But moving on. So Embiid put on a clinic yesterday.
Embiid always puts on the clinic. Best centre in the league.
That's for another day. He's actually on a career high 13-game streak of him scoring a minimum of 20 points. I think he dropped 30 and 8 yesterday.
Yeah.
Paul George came down in the stretch. It came down in the clutch. Amazing.
Paul George is another person we need to give MVP consideration to. I'm sorry, we missed out Paul George.
Nah.
We need to give MVP consideration to.
He's good. He's an all-star, but not. Let's not go too far.
Everything he's doing, I think the Thunder have found the perfect
complementary star.
Yeah, for Russell Westbrook.
For anyone, to be honest.
And there's a lot of balance there. Obviously, I think Westbrook has finally realised that Paul George is better on offensively, and that's. I think Westbrook has finally realised that, and he's the third because he's scoring to where it's gone now, but he's finding other ways to affect the game. So I really like. Obviously, he's not shooting well at the moment, but still finding other ways to affect the game. So yeah, the Thunder on a roll, man. What did third in the West right now?
I think the third in the West behind Denver and
Golden State. So yeah.
So as I was saying, I knew the game would be interesting or exciting to say the least, because OKC have a very efficient offense, but bench-wise, they're 27th in the league in scoring.
The bench isn't great. We've got young athletic players, but the bench isn't great. Yeah. Whereas
the Sixers, their bench.
They haven't really got a bench either.
No, but their bench scoring is alright. They've got, I think his name is Shamit. Shamit and T.J. McConnell. He's a dog. He puts in a shift.
Yeah, but the bench isn't great. But they're good. They're a good 60.
Well, they're 22 in bench scoring. It's better than OKC.
Yeah, but 22 out of 30 teams isn't great either.
It's better than 27.
It's better than
27.
Fair enough.
And it was Philly were looking for their first win since 2008.
I couldn't believe that. I could not believe that stat when I saw that stat. Like, whoa.
I saw that and I thought, wow.
That's going to change soon. It should change soon.
It
should change soon. I have faith in it.
Is it just me, or maybe people have the feeling that you're a Philly fan because you're just so biased? It's
I haven't even said anything to be biased. For everyone out there, I support. It's a long story. Maybe we could go into another video. Yeah. I support the Thunder. I support LeBron. I have a lot of love for OKC.
I support LeBron.
I have a lot of love
when
for
LeBron go out, go except for the Knicks and the Cavs.
As I said, the Cavs last season.
But if he goes back there, I'm gonna have to move on.
Trust the process, man.
I ain't trusting no process. That's tanking.
But trust the process, man. I fell in love with them during the process, and now they just happen to be good. So you know, next time I wear my MB jersey.
Can you see what people? Have you ever heard someone to fall in love with a team that's tanking?
Because I understood.
That's not possible.
Because I understood it.
Now,
any logical person with a brain would understand what they were trying to build and where it was going. And I like to feel the players which they were drafting. So I saw the vision, and now the vision is.
Do you like Jedi? Do you like Jedi Osman?
I like Jedi Osman. What reason do I have to like Jedi?